What's wrong?
Nothing. Just there is a Twitch command I've not set up. I was hoping it was going to be a default one, but I will sort it out maybe between an intermission or another day. Right. So yeah. So we are going to see now Frankie's team, which is Allo Selem. They are going to be on the killer side, and we're going to see Vikaris on serve. We will not be seeing besqe play on serve. Maybe he'll transition to more of a killer role. We do see Ayxo, Olixzw once again, as we saw him earlier, great performance as well, and Hyzoox on Survivor.
To be honest with you, quite unlucky, I would believe, was the chase at the end.
Before we start.
Alright.
That's fine, we have a few seconds anyway. I will try and sort this command out as well, so you will be like solo commentating for a few seconds.
Don't worry, it's okay. You would still have to spectate the match, you know, So it's okay, you can do it, no worries, but just let me leave it on the killer perspective now. Yeah, it's okay. I'm quite curious to see, to be honest, I'm just curious right now to see how the killer from Frankie's team is gonna do. I'm a little bit curious. I'm convinced that both teams have done a very good performance. They've played very well. At the end, it was a bit unlucky at the last gen because he had no it. But still, they were able to actually recover from that, which doesn't happen too often. Alright? Now we're gonna start this match. Let's go to the killer. Let's see where did he spawn, what is he doing right now. I'm a bit curious. Can you show us?
Yep, sorry.
Okay.
Yep, I'm on it.
Thank you. Alright.
Apparently it's the last perspective. There we go.
Thank you. Let's see. So at the start we see that the killer just decides to put a portal in there. Nothing really interesting to see at the moment, but he's gonna go on top side. He's gonna try to find a survivor. He's gonna try to put a bit of pressure there. Frankie decides to actually put another portal here to keep the pressure, to be able to teleport from one side to the other. I believe that's why he did it. I'm not sure. I can't, process through his mind.
Yes, you cannot read his mind, but you can predict what the strategy could be. We do see a very slow sort of pace here from the survivor team, feeling out the killer, perhaps. Maybe they're trying to get eyes on him, see what he is doing before.
Let's go back on the killer.
Yep, we are.
Seems that we have started the chase with. How was the survivor called? I have a lapsus right now.
Nancy, actually, with the Nancy. We do see, as I've just spotted, the killer using bamboozle, not wanting to have chases be overextended, as that would be a waste of time. So choosing bamboozle, a very good choice to cut the time of chases, I think.
Frankie there tried to actually get a cheeky hit there, but it was unlucky. It didn't happen. I see that Frankie doesn't try to break the pellets. He tries to go for the hits, but still he requires to break that pellet because after all it's a jungle gym. It's a good pellet. It's a safe one. The survivor goes a bit to the right, so the killer will not be able to hit, but he will hit now. The survivor, I don't think that he's able to crawl through the pellet. But he gets the flashlight save.
What was that?
He gets the flashlight save there. He got the flashlight save because I think that he had the background player.
A comp player with the flashlight. I don't think I've ever seen it. What you want about Titan? Very good coordination from the team.
The background player there pretty much just saved the situation. Now the main problem for Frankie, I believe, is the fact that he can't no longer prolong the chase, because he has to check the generators. I think that one generator is about to pop. I think that they are pretty close to pop one generator if we can see the survivor perspective for a short while. Alright, so seems that the survivors just decided to leave the generator. Ayxo just went to main generator because he needs to apply pressure. But as you can see, he found Renato, which is a very good situation for him. But unluckily, he doesn't get the first hit early, which might be a problem. Renato there.
We see the survivors using very unique pathing here, taking advantage of the long walls, or log in that case, to make it awkward and waste the killer's time.
Quite unlucky for Frankie because he misses 2 hits. The first one, it wouldn't have been a hit, but the second one, I don't know, maybe it was a bit unlucky, but as we can see, he's gonna get a first hit here, which is a bit unlucky. We see a generator just popped. We see the fact that Ayxo just left the main building because he knows that, yeah, he's running there and he needs that, he needs to leave, you know, because otherwise he would have been found and pretty much just got a free tag there, which is not good. But as we can see, Renato hold the chase long enough for the ace, I think, to be able to pop the gen. This is my belief. I think that he's gonna hook, but yes, he pops the gen, which is a bit unlucky. The two gens are popped. We are left with two gens, which is a bit problematic from Frankly, because if it would have been able to not get flashlight saved there, it would have been a better of a situation. He would have had already two hooks, I believe, maybe even three. But right now, what I believe is the fact that he needs to apply a bit more pressure, just because he doesn't have too much pressure. He can't really do anything. He needs to protect the hook. He needs to try to do it, but at the same time, he's not able to do it.
It's
Only
really
because
tricky because the hook is obviously
Yeah.
near a generator, but if you look at kind of the spawn of where the gens are, there are two other side of the map, which is probably what is being worked on actively, I think. So he can protect
Yeah.
that hook and that gen, but it's not going to stop them from splitting up on the other side of the map. And it won't really cause them too
The
much of
good-
a problem because you have the main gen, but they can knock that out and then just go to the other side of the map and leave him to die. The killer can't do much
But-
about it.
Yeah, but the good part about the whole situation is the fact that the killer has a Trojan, maybe because the survivor team didn't acknowledge really, maybe they didn't coordinate good on the Trojan, maybe they miscall it because, as I said, this map is a bit annoying with the callouts. I know it from personal
It's a
experience.
very complex map to call out, and it is not used very often. So we will see here how it plays out, whether they have miscommed and set themselves up for a 3-gen, and whether they will give the killer the advantage, really. I would hope one of them is
believe-
getting the unhook, but no, they're just going to let him die, and that
I
is
don't believe
second.
that. Actually, the main problem is right now that the ace got the free tag, which is very problematic, but they did one more gen. The main problem is this 3-gen. Right now, I believe that, alright, he's gonna decide just to go for the hook, and I think that he's gonna go back. The main good part is that the Nancy is just resetting the Renato, which is, as I said, very good. But I think that Renato is gonna be found again, and the killer is really gonna try hard to just tunnel him out and to do it in time. But the problem is the fact that if the survivors go to the shack side, the bottom side, the survivors will be able to counterattack this by going and doing the gens, you know, on the top side, you know, which is very problematic. What is your opinion about the situation at the moment, Puppy?
I think at the minute, one of them is probably going to die no matter what, but as long as they can commit and manage to get that gen done, then ideally they should be in a really good position to win. Because despite the performance not being like 100 out of 100 on their killer on the last part, they still put in a very good performance, and it's going to be hard to replicate. So if they can get all the gens done here and like concede one survivor death, I think they will win.
You know what's the main problem for the survivors at the moment, Puppy? They already have two people are fresh, got hooked once, what I'm trying to say, and two people are fresh, yes. If the killer will be able to get another fresh and just camp it, I think that it's GG for the other team, because as we know already, 3 points are allocated only for the fresh hook, which is a big problem that they need to take into consideration. So the killer, if he's gonna be able to just continue the chase with the Nancy and catch her quickly, put her maybe in the basement, which is unlikely because he doesn't have the basement here, but if he's able to camp the survivor and just get fresh to get the 3 stages, is GG. That's what I believe. Maybe I'm wrong about it, but yeah, it's a bit unlucky, but I believe that it's still playable. As we see already, the Nancy has been already downed. I don't know if the survivor, no, the survivor with background is not.
Right,
Oh,
so the
actually,
gen has been done, and that is a fresh as well. So
what we have to keep into consideration is the fact that we have the Noed pretty open. We have the Noed pretty far from the hook, which is a big problem. And he goes for the he goes for the ace, which he is not really a fresh hook, but who knows? Maybe the fact that he goes after him is gonna ensure him the points that he needs. I'm not sure though. I don't believe so. Oh, there he gets the cheeky cracker, which wasn't a big problem for them, seems so. But I think
This
that
could be game changing, this hook, depending on whether he is fresh or not. There is only a 3-point difference right now. So it all kind of boils down to this now. If this is a fresh hook, this is a draw. Or if the killer can get another fresh hook on top of this, then that is a win.
I believe that he's a fresh hook indeed.
He's not a fresh
No,
hook, so
no,
that
he's
does
not a
not
fresh hook.
close the win or even the tie condition. Frankie needs to get another hook or a fresh hook.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Are
because
you sure?
it's 2 points because they are not fresh. So it's 23-24 right now. Frankie would need to camp this or get another hook.
Alright, but keeping into consideration, I'm asking right now because I'm curious. We know that he caught someone. We know that he caught 3 people that were fresh. If I'm wrong, only one person wasn't fresh. If I'm wrong, we have to check it.
Yeah, it's correct. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm fairly sure by the numbers. Like obviously we can rewatch, but they went death hook as 25-24.